Good morning, everyone. I think it's September the 23rd, maybe, here in Salem, Indiana. Just put a poll on the community section. I never knew I could even do that. I never knew they had things like that about when do you think disclosure will happen? Do you think it will happen this year? Do you think it will happen by the end of next year? Do you think it will happen within 5 years? Do you think not in your lifetime? Or aliens don't exist? What disclosure? I wanted to add something else that someone brought up. Disclosure has been slowly happening. Uh, and I believe it really has been slowly happening. But when you speak about disclosure, you mean I mean a worldwide disclosure, right out there, pushed by the mainstream media, uh, like they push other stories. That's the type of disclosure that I'm talking about on a mass scale. Um, yeah. Well, some of that disclosure may not be very pretty because with the good also comes the bad that would be spoken about. You know, it's when you uncover bad things that have happened in this world, and you don't really want to put it on the news, but they do put it on the news, and you rarely see any good put on the news. But one day you're going to see both of them. And it's going to be a wide disclosure, and they're going to think, oh, alien invasion, something like that. Yes, good morning, everyone. I got this cute little hummingbird. Well, it just flipped away. It's been flying around my head. The sun now is white in the sky. I did release a video. Bubba Lips Cosmetics. Hello there, Bubba. Thank you. Um, yeah, I don't know how to put likes on the comments. I guess that's not like Facebook. Thank you again, Bubba. Yes, good morning. I really do think disclosure will happen in my lifetime. I personally feel that. When, I don't know, but I still have 2 years on this little journey, and I don't know what's going to happen to me after the 2 years. I don't even know what's going to happen from one day to the next. That's why you just got to go one day at a time. I did put some pictures in the on that community thing, a few pictures of the ships that were in the sky and some type of a technologically advanced race that's up there in the clouds with the square windows. I have never caught those before in that magnitude. I was taken aback by when I saw that. You can look at those pictures. They are cloaking themselves in the clouds, and someone said, well, it's nanotechnology. Nanobots, well, they're awful big to be nanobots. I know that we have cloud making machines and stuff, but that up there, that kind of remind me something like the Borg. But you don't know what type of race you're going to encounter once this disclosure starts coming out. You don't, because there's going to be things that have not even crossed our mind. A lot of people's minds is what I've got to think about. We are getting a slow, good morning, everyone. I forgot that. Hello. Hello, wherever you are in any part of the world. Hello from my heart to yours. I'm sorry about that. Sometimes I forget to say that. Yes, good morning. You're welcome. I'm going to be doing more videos because the weather's getting colder and there's going to be less for me to do outside. And then the days are going to get shorter, so I'm going to have to find something to do on the inside of the house, which is okay. I like to do all that I can on the outside at the moment. Thank you again, Bubba. Yes, you read Dolores Cannon's. She's really good. I've watched a few of her videos. And a thing about the pictures, a lot of people saying, Gina, I've got tons and tons of pictures. Where could I send those pictures? Well, I would say you can send them to my Twitter, my Instagram, or my Facebook Messenger, but I don't log into the Messenger anymore on my cell phone. So if messages come through, I'm not going to see them until I log onto the computer. And I'm going to be honest with you all. I've got 95,000 followers on the Facebook, around 44,000 here on the YouTube, and around 6,000 on my Twitter, and maybe around 450 on my Instagram. It is totally impossible for me to look at all the messages. I might be lucky if I look at 1% because I still got to have I got to maintain balance in my life, my home life and my social media. I really do, and I've got to do what I need to do to keep the peace inside here. So if I don't get to any messages or your pictures, do not be offended, because I'm just like you. I have a life outside of social media, and I don't really get on it and look at things, because I live my life. I really do, and I want to keep that balance on the inside of here. So don't be offended if I don't get to any message or pictures. Okay, that's what I want to say. I'm being honest with you. Um, Good morning. Yeah, they are hiding the firmament. Look at this up here. I don't want to move too far off of. See, the sky was, it was reddish. Think I have a video being released at 10 of the sunrise. You can schedule videos to release. I guess that's what I do at times, so I don't bombard. But yeah, now the sky is really white. You don't have one. Yes, hello everyone. So yeah, I do think disclosure is happening, and there will be a mass scale disclosure, I really feel, within my being, in my lifetime. But I know a lot of people have been waiting their whole lifetime for disclosure, and they've just been suppressing it. They think, oh, well, they're going to do disclosure, and then it doesn't come in the capacity that they want it to come. It's just like trickling out, like a faucet that just slowly drips. They slowly drip a little at a time through the news outlets. You believe the firmament may not be visible. For us, it may not, unless you go to Antarctica, and you know we can't really even zoom up on Antarctica. That whole part of the world, I would say globe, but who knows if the earth is round, who knows if it's flat. It doesn't really matter to me in the big scope of my life. I had someone who wanted to argue with me, and they got rather irate about, do you believe the earth is flat or do you believe the earth is round? I'm thinking, what does that have to do with my relationship with you, whether the earth is flat or whether the earth is round? So yeah, if you are a flat earther, it's okay. You can have your opinion. If you're a round earth, you can have your opinion, and we can discuss our opinions lovingly in adult-like ways without shoving our theories down each other's throats, okay? We don't need to do that, because we don't know all that's going on, because everything that we've been told, a lot of it is not the whole truth. It really isn't. Yeah. Oh my goodness, DJ. You like the way you say, it makes my turnip chewer. Oh, I think that's probably an inappropriate comment. So I'm not going to read that. I'm not going to read all these comments. Yeah, it takes me a while to, catch on. 2012, grand chance it will be this year. Oh, 2112. I don't know what that means. I really don't. Move to Russia, old lady. Well, there's a lot of people older than me, and there's a lot of people younger than me who are, look really old. Yeah. Move to Russia. Yeah. Weather warfare. I've heard about that. There was a book, Angels Don't Play This Harp. Oh, there's something else that I wanted to mention. You know how they talk about the new Space Force, and the Space Force, and they may have to move, get more into space wars. Okay, so you have all these countries who are launching the satellites up in the sky, and they are launching with them things on this satellites, weaponry, weapons in space, okay? Space warfare, warfare in space. They put their weapons on these satellites that can literally rotate all around the earth. And you know, we got DEWs, direct energy weapons, in any country. Can put them on their satellites, and they can circle around the earth and do whatever they want to do with their direct energy weapons. You can't just say, oh, it's the United States. Oh, we got other countries all around the world. We've got space wars going on. We really do. I really feel that we got space wars going on. And some of them is directed at the earth, but then there's some that's directed at other things and other species that are up there in the sky. So it's really all encompassing. It really is. You always tell people to look outside, and do you see anything spinning or rotating? Yeah. And they said if the Earth stopped spinning, we would fall. The gravity would be gone. All I know is if I spin around, I get super, super dizzy, and I feel like I'm going to pass out, fall over. So I don't like to spin around. Your birthday is the 21st of December. Yes, real life Star Wars. Yeah, I believe it. I really do. Um, it feels wonderful out here. It really does. I don't have shorts on today at all. I might later. The temperature is, it's around this, it's raising. It got around 50 degrees last night. Let's check out that thermometer. See, it's saying 60 right there. And the barometer, I don't really know how to read a barometer, but that's what, I got it up there. I used to. Whoa, our humidity is up. It doesn't feel like the humidity is really high right now. Hello. All right, look up. Sometimes instead of down, you'll be amazed. Right, look up sometimes instead of down. Is that a riddle? Faisa Edek. Thank you very much. Gina, you are taking photos of the Ashtar Command lightships. Well, I hope I am, because I'm being given those photos. And I will say again, that when I've been taking photos with my clip-on lens, I really feel within my spirit, I'm thinking, okay, I want to take photos. Before, I'm thinking, I just got so much to do. But I'm going to say this again, when I take a photo with my iPhone 8, my clip-on lens, it's a live photo. And it has like some kind of like a long exposure that's taking place, because when I put my thumb on the picture, it literally goes on and on and on, longer than a normal live photo would. So I think that helps me get better details on there. Listen, around the world right now, there are glitches in the sky and the birds are suspended. I don't know what's going on in the sky, except a bunch of this going on. I haven't been seeing any birds, so I got to see an airplane up here flying. If I can zoom in on it, even the sun is kind of blocking that. You can see this airplane flying around in the white sky. Yeah, I saw someone post that they said some kind of a channeling came through that they're going to intervene. So they got to raise the vibration on the earth, and they got to do these upgrades within the individual, some while sleeping, saying you need to fast and stuff. They say they have to because something's coming in October, some kind of event from the sky or something. Yeah. I just use an iPhone 8. I've been using it, I think, for the past 2 years. Yeah. Oh, it's something else about, did you see my phone? It just flashed like that. Something else about the Ashtar command. When I first started taking pictures, I had got this little she shed in the back of my yard, and I was reading this this book that someone recommended, Project Evacuation Earth or something. I was just reading it, and then I opened up my window and I took a picture in the sky, and it literally looked like Ashtar in the clouds. Looking back, I shared that on this YouTube channel. I think you can see that if you go back to look at it. Ashtar, of the Ashtar command in the sky looking out. Of course, there was some cloud cloaking going on, but yeah, that was really, that was pretty amazing for me to take a picture of. It really was. I don't know what's coming in October. I've heard of Project Bluebeam. I've heard of it for a long time, that they can use that to project people's images on stage when they're not even there. I've heard about that. As for the sky, I don't know. I'm not capturing them with my camera. I'm actually capturing what's up there that is coming through from the other dimensions. I think they want their pictures taken because I'm sharing them. Yeah, I really did. Let's see, the she shed, what's inside. I don't really have a reception out there at my she shed. And the grass is wet. I'll get my, I just got these sandals on right here and got my pant legs rolled up. I'll get my feet wet. My she shed's way over there. You can't see it. But it's over there on that side of the yard. Yeah. Oh, yeah, that's right, Bev. They did do it with the Pope. Oh, I dreamed of a tsunami in October. Well, it is like kind of like the hurricane season. I think we are into it. So yeah, if I just wanted to tell you, I did a poll. I never even knew about the community section that you could literally share a picture, or you could write your thoughts, or you could do a poll. Now that I know, I'm going to be doing more of that because I think that's pretty interesting. No, I don't have horses. I did go horseback riding one time for 2 hours, and I thought I'm not doing it again because it really hurt my legs. It did. Oh my gosh. The Pope was back in Antarctica. Very weird. That was really strange. Yeah. They want people to believe what they are about to see is Project Bluebeam. Yeah, they really do. But if when these ships start to appear in the sky, they are real because they are in the clouds. They're cloaking themselves in the clouds with their technology. And there's not just one type of ship up there. There's other types of ships. But the predominant ships that I am seeing are the long white ships, and they have the ability to stack themselves up on one another like Legos, and some of them are just one solid thing. And some people said, well, they are reptilian. They're the cigar-shaped ships. They belong to the reptilians. I don't know about that. I really don't. I don't get a negative feeling from them, them type of ships. Today is the date that on the 2020 bill, pay attention. Are you prepping? Are you getting ready for the dark winter they are predicting? I did hear about the dark winter. What did I hear about that? Was like going to be an EMP or something, or spiritually dark? I used to prep a lot. Back when 2012 was going to come along, I did. I prepped. We were still in the military. Of course, you're supposed to prep, have things on hand. Well, hello there, little hummingbird. You want to come see me? Come on. Oh, well, I was disturbing the little hummingbird. Yeah, so I used to. I don't go that far anymore doing that. But none of the food went to waste because I gave it to those who were in need, which was, it was all planned, part of the greater plan. Gina, sell one car. Most important thing, be good. Let's talk about this. Selling one car, Perla. Perla Gomez. I've given away cars before. Okay, I have. I have bought cars and I have given them to those in need. I don't like to boast about what I've done, but there's another side of me that I don't talk about, okay? Yeah, like when I worked, I practically gave away everything that I made in one form or another. So I'm a very giving person by nature, okay? I've bought cars, I've given them away to those who need, only because I felt led within my spirit. One time I did that, I've got this real nice car. It was a Saturn Vue for these two people, homeless people, a man and a woman. They had been married, and they needed a vehicle. Well, I went and purchased it, and the people left their license plates on there. So it just so happens these people, they went out of town. And they kept going. They never did put the vehicle in their name. I even gave them money to put it in their name. They didn't have a place to stay, so I put them up in this hotel around three weeks in a row. But they skipped town, and they kept going over the toll roads. And next thing I knew, the woman who I bought the car from, she came knocking on my door here. She said, I've got this bill. It was like around $180 of these people going back and forth on the toll bridge. And I had to take my cash. Luckily, I had $180. I gave it to that lady. I gave her the money so she could pay that bill, okay? Because she wanted that out of her name, and she even went to the police station. So I had a hard time getting a hold of that young guy and woman, and I told them, I said, you know, you need to get this vehicle out of that woman's name right now. I said, I've already turned this vehicle in myself to the police station. They were not going to do it, okay? They weren't. So yeah, and guess what? I got another bill from the people, from the state, for the toll bridges that these people went through. I turned it in. My phone flashed again. So I guess they finally got it out of the name, but that's the last time I bought a car, and that was just a couple years ago, trying to help people out of the goodness of my heart, and then that was done. And I gave them money to change that over, put them up in the hotels, but then they skipped town and they didn't do the right thing. So yeah. Um, uh, I'm sorry, I missed some of these comments. So yeah, that's my story about Gina sell a car. Yeah, and I really am not one. I give. I'm a giver. I've been blessed throughout my life. I started from humble beginnings in a little house with dirt floor, one room. Then I moved into the projects, a low-income housing, until I got married to my husband in the military. So I know what it's like to do without. Okay, I do. And I work hard for everything. I was taught you want something, you work for it. And the golden rule, do unto others as you would have them do unto you. Treat others the way you want to be treated. Uh, and the only way you can do that is if you've got this love on the inside of here, okay? That's the only way that you can fulfill your mission in this life, is keep that love on the inside for one another. Be kind and compassionate. Okay, let's see what we've missed. Um, what bad is, there's nothing going to happen today. Hello from Cape Cod. Is that in Maryland? Um, we are closed in on the world, so sail and be in paradise. Paradise can happen right inside of here. It can. It really does. Right inside of here. Um, Gina, always a good spirit to run into. Thank you. Yeah. Oh my goodness. Yeah. I didn't think of having this. Oh, Massachusetts. I'm sorry. I know it was up there on the eastern coast. Yes. Yes. Reckless. The spirit, absolutely. It can make or break a person, and it can make or break a relationship. Um, Good morning, everyone. Well, I am going to get off of here. I am. It feels really strange out. It's still cold with the sky looking like this. So I don't know who's doing that. I think it's the the technologically advanced race that's up there in the sky. Someone said, well, it's DARPA, Gina. I don't mean to be rude. They responded to me like this on my Facebook. I don't need to be rude, but that's DARPA. Quit posting things without telling the full information. Do your research. I don't like it. They just went on and on. I didn't block them. But yeah, that you don't need to speak to me that way. Speak down to me. Those days of people speaking down for me, no. I'm sorry. I'm going to continue on my road ahead. You know, we can express our opinions. Instead, the lady could have said, you know, that could be DARPA technology, a DARPA, instead of saying, I don't need to be rude and I don't like it when you do this. But yeah, no, don't do that to me, because I wouldn't do that to you. But I will stand up for myself. I didn't used to, but I will now. Let me flip this around. Um, Not aliens, fallen angels. Well, I think the fallen angels are here on the earth inhabiting the bodies of human beings. I really do. Not to mention, there are good beings up there in the sky. There are angels up there, and they're in the other dimension. They're dimensional beings. Um, yes, Melbourne, Australia. Hello. This makes my arm tired. It really does. There's my little shed that I had finished last month right there. I got for $500, and I just put some stain on it and put some windows on it and put a porch on it, insulation. So this is pretty nice. I like it in there too. It's got a wonderful view, because if I sit inside of there, I'm going all over the subjects. If I sit inside there, I can look at the yard and just, yeah, I can do that. Yeah. Um, Is it really bad where you are, Diane Carpani? I've got to sneeze, and I don't want to sneeze. I'm going to hold my sneeze in. Bev, thank you. What did you do in the military? I didn't do anything in the military. It was my husband. He started off at Grissom Air Force Base as a personnel, and then he was trained to be a German linguist. He had to learn some German, he had to learn some Russian, and then we moved to Berlin, Germany, until the wall fell down, and then moved out of there. And he had to cross-train to be something else, electronic security assessment. And I think that's what he held until he retired. So yeah, that's what it is. And what I did is I just volunteered in all the local schools where my kids went. Room mother, PTO board, I did it all. I love to make a difference day campaign too. So, and then after that, we moved to Hawaii. I just decided, no, I'm going to pull my kids out because the schools were horrible. And so I just homeschooled my daughter till she, from 8th grade, and my son from 5th grade, till they were old enough to go to college at age 16. So yeah, that's my life in a nutshell. That is. Um, Richard, question, got any Bigfoot? Gina, you're welcome. It's not easy for me at times to get on here. It isn't. Sometimes I don't want to get on here, but today I think I'm going to get on here just because I got on the Facebook. Let's look at this sun. I've heard of stories of Bigfoot, and I think they said it's like some kind of a extraterrestrial. My friend, when we were little, we'd sit on the fence post overlooking a pasture in Charlestown. I was a teenager. Wow, look at that sun. I was a teenager, and we would sit there, and she said she saw Bigfoot, and she was crying. She probably did, because there was like a cave that we would go to. It had a great big opening, and then it had tunnels that you would walk through. It was kind of scary. Yeah, good morning, everyone. Good morning. We shut down tight, but we are not as bad as they are telling in the light. Oh, well, that's wonderful, Diane. Yeah. Whew. Bigfoot could be an interdimensional. I've heard that too, but that goes deep. Good morning, Zayan Nawaha. Yes, so I'll get back to that little poll thing. I did put a poll on there. When do you think disclosure will happen? Do you think it will happen by the end of this year? Do you think it will happen by the end of 2021? Do you think it will happen within the next 5 years? Do you think not in my lifetime? Or do you think, what disclosures? Aliens don't exist. Well, that's the poll on the community thing, and I hope to do some more of those. If you all have any suggestions of polls, put them in the comment section, and I'll read the comments. I do like to read the comments sometimes on these videos below. Oftentimes, more than not, I do that. So, yeah, with that being said, I am going to go, and thank you all for coming on here. Thank you to the two individuals for their gift of love. Thank you. Yeah. The governments will never tell the truth. One day they won't be able to hide the truth. That's how I feel. One day they will not. Yeah. You all have a wonderful, beautiful day, a blessed day. And whatever you do, may it be done in love, coming from the inside of here. Have a great rest of your day. My phone just flashed again. Isn't that neat?